Good afternoon, viewing the Veach. Hi, it's Charlie Veach here. It's a nice rainy day here in Manchester, the first rainy day for 10 days. And that's a good thing, because it can't be sunny and hot every day. This is Britain. Today's video is about how, together, we are going to cure concepts. We're going to cure the fabric of reality. We are going to cure people's minds like a fine ham. A fine halal kosher ham. Right. Excuse me, I'm sure I can edit out that cough. There's so many isms being bandied around today, and in the offended Olympics and the kind of great trials of victimhood, I want to heal people's brains. I want to cure their souls. I want to remind people of a very basic truth that we all know. We all know it deep down, but we all kind of pretend that we're all this or that or that or this. Right, okay. Racism, sexism, and transgenderism. I don't mean to, that was an accident. Transgenderism. Okay, let's deconstruct this. I also want to cover a very disturbing trend online, which suddenly it's okay to generalize about races. And that's not cool. In my last video, the Manchester bombing 1 year on, like, I did do a little thing about, you know, one way to escape the kind of handcuffs of people trying to dominate your connection to whatever spirituality you believe in, is to don't join a synagogue, don't join a church, don't join a mosque, don't join a Buddhist temple. You can read these things, you can study Muhammad or Jesus or Buddha, but you don't need to let the charlatans, the middlemen, get in there and say, yes, come here, money, brains, power, pray, there's many. No. Racism, sexism, transgenderism. Racism, sexism, transgenderism. By transgenderism, I guess I mean people feeling that the general public are discriminating against those who see themselves as transgender. Right, okay. So let's just get straight into it. Okay. That which makes us who we are, the subjective viewpoint, the sentience, the consciousness that is there extrapolating and experiencing the world, is taking sense data from our 5 or 6 senses into, you know, this kind of central processing unit, and it kind of analyzes concepts, it analyzes itself. Whatever that is, and nobody knows what that is. Scientists don't know. Consciousness researchers who are scientists don't have a clue. Philosophers don't know. Religious people certainly don't know. But for want of a better word, they call it the soul, and it's as good as any other word of not knowing. But anyway, that subjective conceptual viewpoint that is able to be an individual person with an individual view of the world. Tell me what color that is. What sex is that thing? What race is it? You know, does it have a reconstructed vagina? No! It's colorless. It's sexless. It's ageless. It's timeless. Some people call it God. That energy. What is it? We don't know, but next time you get someone going on television on a talk show, or, you know, doing something that is just screaming out about racism, ageism, sexism, transgenderism, you know, let's not take away the genuine abusive pain that people feel when you get ignorant chavs and idiots, you know, being racist or sexist, or, you know, fuck off back to Brazil. So yeah, look, but don't take these people's opinions as anything that matters. If you walk past a house and 3 dogs bark at you, those dogs hate you. Those dogs are barking at you, but do you care about the opinion of the dog? No. So look, and here's another thing. Let's say you get on a bus in Manchester and some absolute degenerate, drunken scumbag mumbles some racist comment. You don't need to phone the cavalry and get the police turning up with blaring sirens, you know, the hate detectives. Just tell the guy to fuck off. What happened to us as a species? We're now like, oh, I'm so offended. Whatever happened to telling people to go fuck themselves? You got to. Anyway, and again, look, sexism and racism are very similar, you know. I'll discriminate because you're a woman, or I'll discriminate because you're black or brown or Brazilian or Chinese. But the transgender one, now that's a bit more complicated. And again, it comes back to what is the color or race of the undividable, indivisible is the correct word, the indivisible individual at the core center of your being. And it blows my mind. Like, if we are this utterly mysterious, and it could be perfectly natural, we don't need to go into supernatural explanations, we don't understand quantum mechanics and the relationship between viewpoint and out there and quantum probability, we just don't know. So we don't know. And then we get people who suffer from gender dysphoria, and they are very convinced that they are the gender, the sex that they are telling you they are. And as individuals, look, we should be compassionate and decent to everyone. But you cannot break people's millions of years old concepts as to what things mean. Like, for example, it's so hard in today's climate to even talk about this without getting the shrieking harpies in the offended Olympics all going for gold. Who's more offended? So right, okay, look, to my transgender viewers, maybe, just maybe, you're not a man, you're not a woman. Maybe you're not this gender fluid man on a Wednesday, woman on a Tuesday, which does exist. Look it up. What was that? What was that? That's my seatbelt. So look, maybe you're not a man, maybe you're not a woman, maybe you are, just like the rest of us, a colorless soul, a kind of a raceless, a sexless soul. You're a soul. And like, whether you come through and you're fucked, you know, through the kind of four-dimensional viewpoint in this 3D world, whether you come through in the body of a man like I have, whether you come through in the body of a woman, that's not your choice. I'm pissed off that I can't fly. I don't have big angel wings. I can't go soaring down there over the Trafford Centre, can I? Fuck you, God! Why don't I have wings? And again, to all the people, like, of course, be compassionate, but we cannot bring politics into biology and start demanding that everyone changes their conceptual realities of what a man and a woman is, because yes, okay, 0.1% of the population struggle with their sex identity. And we've had a term for this. We've always had transsexuals, transgender people, always. When I was a kid growing up, I knew some men like to put on makeup and dress as a woman and identify as a woman and want to be called she. That's never a problem. You watch episodes of Sex and the City, there's many episodes where they shout about the New York trannies. And tranny didn't used to be a derogatory term, but now it's not allowed to say the word tranny. Tranny. But look, here's the thing. I've done talks, I've done travels around the world, and transgender people come up to me, we hug, and they tell me their problems, what's happening. And that's fine on an individual basis, but you can't politicize a gender illness, you know, an issue. And like, here's the thing, like, without being offensive to anyone, again, like, who am I going to get angry at that I can't fly? Who am I going to get angry at that I don't have a vagina? Who am I going to get angry at that I'm not a millionaire, that I'm not a billionaire, that I'm not on a private yacht right now? I mean, a lot of today's society, it's a matter of entitlement, that we look for excuses and scapegoats, and it's not a new thing, you know, not a new thing. And like, scapegoats and the scapegoating, at the moment the biggest scapegoat is your middle-aged white man. And on the television, it's incredible how the word gammon, I guess it's a kind of pinkish inflamed meat face, I guess, gammon ham, like, but that's, you know, it's okay, you can go on the news and make sweeping generalizations about Northern Caucasians as if they were scum, but I'd like to see them try that about, say, Nigerians or Pakistanis or the gypsy community. Let's make sweeping generalizations on TV about the gypsy community. No, you can't. But this whole scapegoating thing, as a society, we just want to blame people. We want to have reasons why we're not God. And that's basically what it boils down to. You know, we're here where we've appeared in this planet, nobody knows how. You do the best you can. It's why I started the YouTube channel. It's why after my kids were born, I kind of parked the YouTube aside for a bit, went back into finance and investments and did that. You do what you can. You roll with the punches. But I just want to cure. This video is not going to do it.